Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to day 11 of my continuing saga of doing this advent calendar in a book, The Escape Room Mystery of Christmas. Let's have a look and see what we've got today. We have chapter 11, The Distribution of Gifts. So, the hostess, visibly relieved by the end of this candy management, turned to Leon, giving him a broad smile. In a tone meant to be jovial, she thanked him warmly for his help, and at that precise moment, the entire family, as well as Devon's friends, seemed to have agreed to welcome him as another member, without a shadow of a doubt. They shook his hand, patted him on the back, and even offered him a drink, a silent but meaningful welcome. Devon, visibly delighted with the turn of events, moved closer to his aunt and with a burst of almost knowing laughter said, "Auntie, let me introduce you to Leon. He saved my ass earlier. Poor guy, he doesn't know Kwanzaa yet. He still has mysteries to unravel." Devon's aunt, upon hearing this, raised her eyebrows with a smile that bordered on amusement, turned to Leon and observed him for a moment before replying in a tone that was both calm and warm. "Well, my dear Leon, it's high time we put that right. Kwanzaa is not a holiday like any other. It's not a religious holiday, I can assure you right away. It's a modern celebration, but one rooted in ancient African harvest festivals, a multi-day celebration that honours what matters most, our culture, our community, and, above all, our family. It's a time for sharing, reflection, and a moment to reconnect both with our ancestors and with ourselves." She paused, her gaze lost for a moment in the glow of the candles still burning in the seven-branched candelabra, before continuing with a certain solemnity. "It can be celebrated regardless of faith. Kwanzaa is a celebration of unity, love, and hope. We come together and strengthen ourselves around 7 principles that we all honour: unity, self-determination, collective work, economic cooperation, the search for a purpose in life, creativity, and finally, faith. These principles are represented by the kinara, this 7-branched candelabra." She gestured respectfully to the objects in question like a sacred symbol. As she continued, her voice softened as she revealed its meaning. Each candle, each colour, each flame has its role, its meaning. She then turned to the table and, with a fluid movement, pointed to several objects arranged around the kinara. First, the Cup of Unity, a small carved wooden container, which seemed to be a relic, so decorated was it with signs and symbols. Then she pointed to an ear of corn, representing the harvests, and finally to the gifts. These were piled in the corner of the room, carefully wrapped in colourful paper. She paused for a moment, then suddenly her face froze, a slight worry crossing her features. She looked at the gifts, then turned abruptly to Devon, a little embarrassed. "Oh, but the labels, I forgot them. I forgot the labels with the names. How will I know who gets what?" She glanced frantically at the packages, her eyes almost wide with the panic that was beginning to rise within her. She bit her lip, then turned to her guests, as if a solution would emerge from the mere sight of their faces. The silent tumult of the children continued to rumble around them, and Leon, at that precise moment, felt more and more like a spectator of a party whose rules, both simple and full of profound meaning, once again escaped his understanding. Firstly, some gifts weren't labelled to indicate who they were intended for. Fortunately, by questioning the various guests at the party, Leon managed to obtain a variety of information. Okay, the package at the centre is cubic. We've got the 5 things here. Olivia's package is not rectangular. The package of the person with a hat is placed to the right of the cubic packet, not necessarily right to it. Gregory and Devon's packages are side by side. The leftmost package belongs to the person wearing glasses. The spherical package is at one end. The green package does not go in the middle. Right, this is just... Do I know who's wearing what? I don't quite... I know some of these do sort of go back on previous days, pictures, but I haven't seen anything about pictures of people. Oh, Jamie doesn't wear glasses, so it might give me all the information here. Who's wearing hats and things. Right. Okay, so this is going to be a convoluted way of figuring out what's what. So what we've got here is our list of things. Put your phone in landscape. I'm not on a phone, but there we go. Right, so we've got first name for the gifts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, and D. Right, okay. This is all foreign. Couleur de packet, colour of packet. Okay, this is going to make it even more difficult because I don't speak French. I'm thinking French. Okay, this is going to make life more challenging for me. I'm going to put in what I can think of, and we'll go from there. It says something about packet. The person with a hat is next to person with a long red packet. Where do we start? Red package for Gregory. Person wearing rings. I don't think it means rings on any of the rest of it. Right, let's see. We'll go back through here again. The person with a hat is to the right of the cubic packet, not necessarily right to it. And none of these are actually spherical. Is at one end. Green package does not go in the middle. Left half oval, surrounded by red package for Gregory. There's not a single thing that I can actually say we can start there, because I can't put anything in there without knowing the location to be sure. Although we can start, we can put. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a hint, and we'll figure it out from there. Spherical package is all the way to the right. Okay, we'll put that on there then. So we shall go for color, form, shape of packet. Spherical is all the way to the right. Okay. Spherical package on one end. We know which end now as well. Cubic is surrounded by green and red. Red isn't Gregory. Jim doesn't wear pyramid. Doesn't mention spherical on any of those again. The green package is to the left of the cubic package and the red one to the right. That really doesn't help me much either. Right, let's see. We've got Olivia Glass's yellow pyramid. And I'll close that down. So we've got Olivia. I can't even understand what all these are. Vert is green, isn't it? Olivia Glass is yellow. Yellow, not the but. And it's a translation nightmare. Janine Rings blue cubic in the middle one. So let's do that. Let's put Janine Rings. I don't know. Blue cubic. A Devon hat pink spirit. I can put in some of these because I can see those ones. Hat. What's a hat? Chapeau, I think might be hat. Pink. It's rose, isn't it? I think. I could be completely wrong about all of this. Yeah, I'm even getting the solution is not helping me on this. So I shall figure it out and continue with tomorrow's, hopefully better. But yeah, this is not my favorite advent calendar that I'm doing, but I will stick with it at least to get the story out of the way. So I'll see you tomorrow for the rest of the story and hopefully a puzzle that's going to work. But I'm not holding my breath. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.